going on, guys? So, I just spent the past couple hours recording, and I got fucking bodied. My audio was not recording. I don't know why. My cat might have came here and touched the wire, and I didn't notice, and now my video isn't recorded. So Season 4, X4 for Community. I actually thought this episode felt slightly back to form to the previous, season of Community. This episode very much felt like a mid-season 3 weaker side, in my opinion. I don't know if it's because we're just back to Greendale again, and we're getting used to that, and we're back in the study room. So that was great to see as well. This episode, gotta say, I don't think I like the German plot this episode. One, because it's like I was just saying this, it's like they got the great elements from the last time we did that episode, which was Nick Kroll, which was the Shirley and Jeff pairing, which I thought was great, which I thought was a welcome surprise in their, that quirky animated sequence. I thought that was really, flashy and fun and a surprise. So all the great things, they didn't take them, and they just took everything else, and then they made this episode. And I can't help but feel it feels like a slightly inferior version to it. While I do think there's actually some pretty decent laughs here, there were a couple of just misfires. Like that scene where Pierce gets electrocuted. Like, what? That was just that was not for me. But also some of his lines, Pierce almost felt like an afterthought this episode. It's almost like they just had zoom-ins of his face to say one or two lines, and they didn't really have him have all too much to do in this episode. So things that I did love this episode was the chair sequence, the sort of sneak attack, and Chevy Chase's face when his eye just popped out. I thought was just so funny. And then obviously once everyone else's chairs fall in the slow motion, that was a really great laugh. I laughed so hard. Also the flashback sequence, I'm so annoyed. I literally said in the video, I said, imagine, I was like, I wonder what the perspective is of everybody else who's tried to use this study room for the past few years, and we didn't. I wonder what their thoughts are. And then they actually did do that in the flashback sequence. I thought it was so good. It was so funny, and it's not recorded. But overall, I thought this episode slightly resembled the older form of Community, but definitely on the weaker side for me. And, I'm actually glad that they sort of brought up the whole Changnesia situation. Considering the events of Season 3, they're going to have to address it sometime soon, so I'm glad they just did it now, get it over with. See where they're going to go with it. I'm interested to see if they're going to go back to more of a Season 1 route, or he's going to go back to the shenanigans again in the rest of Season 4. Interested to see where they're going to go with that. But, yeah. So that was my thoughts for Community Season 4, Episode 4, guys. Again, so sorry about the error. I'll try to give you guys an extra upload this. I tried to do an extra upload this week, and it got bodied, so I'm sorry about that. But what can you do? It happens. I can't get too upset about it. I'll try and get an extra upload again sometime soon. But yeah, if you guys are interested in watching the rest of the video, it's going to be rolling now. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.
History of ice cream class is letting out.
It's as informative as it is delicious.
That class should have been ours.
If I wanted to know what happened in Europe a long time ago, I'd watch Game of Thrones.
The show takes place in a fantasy realm. This class is about the real world.
Not the show.
You need to think before you speak.
Teacher's a real hard ass. He's been
Actually learn some bitch.
Those annoying Germans are back? I thought they transferred after they lost their foosball scholarship.
My name is Reinhold. I believe you know my brother, Jürgen. If there's one thing Germans don't do, it's hold a grudge.
Unless we're talking about Die Hard 3.
Or the 20th century.
Your first test on Monday.
Come on.
But I'm confused. When do we get our ice cream? I want to challenge you to look at history from all perspectives.
Have fun.
Sorry. I should have realized that might be startling. Dr. Ken Kadan, Greater Greendale Mental Health Services.
Changnesia? What is that?
It's not uncommon for victims of memory loss to experience some syntactical confusion.
Oh, he's always deemed that.
Once we learned of the connection to Greendale, we realized it would be the perfect environment.
Put that on the rack, put that on the fridge. Get him out of here!
Sorry, your school board already signed off on it. Kevin is now your responsibility.
This is our study room. Please leave and take that mushroom cloud out of your car with you.
Why must he hurt so with his words?
This is silly. I'm just gonna walk over there and tell them they are welcome to share our room.
Delightful.
So today we study in here. And tonight we dine in hell.
Dr. Blitz, Atlantis Guild, wielder of the four-pronged trident and spawncraft.
How did you know?
I recognize your catchphrase. Tonight we dine in hell! I'm Space Timer 8032.
You a space timer 8032?
This man is a psychopath who may be faking his own Changnesia. Oh, now he has me saying it.
If he is faking, you're welcome to prove it. We get the money either way.
Oh, I will prove it. sound you make when you see something shocking. Oh, yeah, that's it.
What are you guys doing at our table? What happened to Der Coffeehouse?
I basically said how I had no idea, or at least I didn't realize how small Britta was in comparison to Jeff.
Good energy.
That
So, yeah,
table
it was just
is
commentary
ours.
on
This
the
room
heights
is ours. You
the
guys
height
need
of
to
s-
leave.
of the,
Hey, Carl.
the
Hi,
cast.
Albert.
I'll get this. My fifth father-in-law was an electrician. You pick up a thing or two. Everybody grab me, please!
Nobody grab him!
Pierce! My God, wouldn't you?
Of the thing, Pierce.
Oh, it smells like barbecue.
We're getting up earlier tomorrow.
Hi. Thanks again for taking me in. We must have been great pals before. Growing up, it was just me and my mom. I didn't have much of a family. That is until I met you guys. Let's end this dumb war and move on.
And serve us all! Wait! Damn it! Sorry. We thought you were stupider than this. Troy?
Should I release the tear gas or ask that ship sail?
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Busted! Dozens of students at that Oktoberfest.
But you were the only German students celebrating German culture, and here at Greendale, that is a big fat no-no. We frown on anyone celebrating their own cultural heritage. I mean,
They signed out that room fair and square, and then you had to take it too far like you always do with that room.
Damn it! I signed this room out! And I have a final tomorrow!
They lost a pen.
can you come back in a few hours? We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yes?
I left my notebook in there.
Well, you're gonna have to come back later. I'm trying to prove a point.
Rose, the Nazis.
Take that back. I'm Jewish.
Yeah, Leonard, don't call me a Nazi.
You are wearing an SS t-shirt.
Oh. Oh!
We are going to nurse you back to health.
But why? Take me back in after everything
I realized you couldn't be faking. The real Chang would never have remorse for what he did.
You set this whole thing up to teach us a lesson.
What?
Making the school pretend to hate us to show us that one man's hero
Is another man's villain. Lesson learned.
Are you actually suggesting that a professor at Greendale set up an elaborate ruse just to teach 7 students a lesson?
That's a Wednesday.
Oh, my God.
Then why are you here?
Because you had a test today, and you all missed it. F's for everyone.
I wish there was a way that we could make it up to people.
And that study room is our home, more than those 4 walls. What do you know? Greendale just got slightly better. Because when it comes right down to it, Greendale's a forgiving place.
It really is.
In the next 20 seconds, remember that people can Chang. People can what?
Hi, I'm Kevin.
It's the Troy and Abed podcast, sponsored by Shirley Sandwiches, home of the fried chicken skin wrap.
Is it inside? Is it outside? You find out. I'll be on my podcast tomorrow. We've got a thing. Pew, pew, pow.